Ferris wheel.
The Ferris wheel, huh? It says here in your carnival resume that we take for all people wanting to join the carnival. It says that for experience, you participated in the building of the world's first functional time machine, correct?
Yeah, that was Geo's time machine back in '86.
You went back to 86, huh? So I'm just wondering how that would apply to carnival work. It also says that you are one of two parts Dirty Words mixtape. What's this Dirty Words mixtape?
That's where Geo and his dad got together and told some stories and sang some songs, played some music, and told everybody to fuck off too.
Well, the telling everybody to fuck off would come quite in handy in this carnival. I don't know too much about the Dirty Words tape, except for... Wait a minute. Is this the same Dirty Words tape that they've been mentioning on the news broadcast?
Yeah, NBC.
Get that midget away from the damn ice sculptor. I'm trying to do an interview here. So, it looks like, it also says that you have been in communication with a entity known as Mantis God.
Yeah, me and Mantis God got it going on. He lets you know what's happening, he tells me what's going on and all that good shit. So I get along with Mantis God real good. A lot of people don't believe in Mantis God, but if they saw him one time, they believe in him.
David Huggins believes in Mantis God. Well, I think that from what we got here, I think, with your history in your performance art in the Dirty Words tapes, and also with your knowledge in time machines, and also, okay, it looks like, yes, reading here that you were also involved in some other debaucheries. Yeah, I think we can find a place for you here in the carnival. How do you feel about running the snow cones?
I like colors.
That'll do.
So, Gio, how you doing today, Gio?
I'm here. I'm alive.
That's it?
That's it.
Let me get a cup of that.
Copy. Crypto told me to write something depressing, bitter, cynical.
You did.
So here we go. Everybody got their own reason to protest. At this point of thinking that I never gave a shit though. I'm an asshole, I'm a prick. Society pushing me to wanna be a nihilist. Wanna pick the meat, clean off the bones of a billionaire living in a 5-story home. You can take us to Mars, but you can't feed the poor. It's the same damn thing and don't try to make it different. You can build bars and inside the door it's a Moloch beast pushing monetary system. Burn it all down, I'm the one to circle lays. Not a damn thing changed, you could see it in my face. Everybody got their own reason to protest. At this point of thinking that I never gave a shit though. I'm an asshole, I'm a prick. Society pushing me to wanna be a nihilist.
That was good, Gio.
Capital J A-Y-S, all one word. Where did you first get the name TJ's? I got thinking the first time that I went to jail. I was like,
we got some good
I
music
need to
down
come
here at the
up
Voodoo
with a
Market.
different
We
name,
also got
because
Shrunken
at the time I was
Heads.
going by
And wouldn't you
Jonathan.
believe it, but
Yes,
half
my
the
name's
people
John
here
Gordon,
are
Jonathan Rayfield.
from the dead. I
It's
mean,
like
from the dead. I mean, from the dead, yeah. I'm talking about a graveyard, people coming up from the dead, Northern up flea market, make a flea market, voodoo flea market tonight. Voodoo flea market, or do you right?
Something different. I mean, something that's like laughable.
Come
but
down to the
still
local voodoo market.
Still genuine, and I can prove it. Sounded like 2 Chainz at the time, right? People thought that was funny. And then at the same time, you got songs like Smoke 2 Joints in the Morning, Smoke 2 Joints at Night. And it's something that keeps on prevailing. And that's me.
John, it's good to have you back. Our last session was very eventful. We did some regression. It seems that maybe you had been abducted by aliens.
No. I think what it was a fucking dream.
You just think it was a dream? You seemed pretty upset.
Yeah, I'm pretty adamant about it. I mean, I don't know if it was a dream or the real thing, but when the blue light came out of the sky, all I remember is seeing it, and then I woke up out on the ground by the pool, and I figured, well, why am I doing out here? I figured, well, hell, whatever that was in the blue light probably got me going out here. I didn't know.
So, you think it's possible that it might have been a dream or an actual encounter with these entities?
I think it was an encounter with the entities myself. I don't think it was a dream. It was too real.
Did you feel any pain in and around your rectal area?
No, but my penis got hard.
That's funny, my penis is hard right now. Dirty Words tapes are not responsible if they offend anyone. If you are offended, please call the CDC. Make sure to get checked and have all your fingernails tested for yellowing. Dirty Words mixtape is not responsible for anything that offends you on a molecular level. If you are offended by something on the Dirty Words tape and it affects you molecularly, we have a lawyer that can see whatever it is you're proposing that we do to help you. But instead, we'll just feed a flea. We'll feed him peanut butter and we'll feed him jelly and we'll wait for him to roll off your dirty offended belly. Most everything you hear in the Dirty Words tape is in fact improv, and if you doubt that, that's fine. But I'll tell you what, we can do it pretty well as long as we stay odd. Because Dad and Gio here in the Dirty Words mixtape can go all goddamn day.
In all the fucking way.
And that's right. And just to prove it to you in any way that we can, I think I would say this. We're on Dirty Words tape number 3, so you better look out. Because we be coming and we have no doubts that if we do offend you and you do need help, that you can in fact go ahead and fuck yourself. Because much like Dirty Words in the past and much like the Dirty Words in the future, we got both of them. And we combine them together to make a tincture. Right now I have one boiling at a certain temperature for a certain amount of days. We mix up these Dirty Words gymnastics with an esoteric craze, praise, in a haze, the days that you've seen bale waiting on the hay, stacks. We don't lack the facts. And we know Jack, he ain't that bad. He got my back. These are simple end rhyme flows, like you walk through the door or shoot you in the head and you hit the floor. But you know what? Drop... since I went and turned it over. I'm the one who makes a fool out of me. And I guess it doesn't help that I went and got sober. I never quit smoking though. I had to keep a balance. A little bit of good-willed nature with the malice. And the dichotomy and make a fool out of me. But I worship that shit like a hypocrite. One half beast and one half God. One half Dorothy and one half Oz. Put the opposites together and represent your Baphomet. Love that smell. Autumn people nothing but the hounds of hell.
I don't be giving a fuck of what you be thinking of me, but if you be thinking I'm thinking, bitch, you can piss up a tree. I don't be giving a fuck of what you be thinking of me, but if you be thinking I'm thinking, bitch, you can piss up a tree.
Yeah, went ahead and took my first and second oath of Dagon the other day. How about you?
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till later before I do that.
I'll wait till later.
Till I see some Imzon people.
You know, you want to see what we'd be mingling with, huh? I'm kind of shy on taking that third oath of Dagon myself.
Oh, well.
It's the whole fucking the fish people thing that kind of detoured me away. Then they showed me all them shiny parts and things, and I thought, yeah, maybe I'll fuck a fish person.
If you think you're gonna fuck a fish person, you're gonna look like an Enzo.
I'll just start wearing turtlenecks.
That won't cover your droopy eyes.
Alright, enough talking. We're out here fishing. Pass me that bait tackle.
Pass me that Budweiser.
I don't be giving a fuck of what you be thinking of me, and if you be thinking I'm picking, bitch, you can piss up a tree, drop the pop and hop up on the chop, rock the sock and walk the walk and pop cops, right, wrong, light, bong, give it a bit of a rip and right songs, modern day bark, I'm hitting it hard, and I'll be smacking and attacking like a fucking retard, giving the cake and take the middle like a dick, I'll be at your wake, poking your body with a stick.
We're gathered here today to praise Jesus in his Lord, and Curly Butthole has. Hail, Curly Butthole has. Hail, Curly Butthole has. Hail, Curly Butthole has. Drink from the Kool-Aid of the teat of your Lord. Taking a beat to the back of the room and a beating it up, and a beat to be better to bet in a bottle of oil and broth at the bend of a snake. Snake. The word was snake. This is a poem I wrote called Autumn Wind. Not a very original name. It's a poem about a fairy. All he needs is an autumn breeze and 1 foot off the ground to be swept away and spend the day dancing with the leaves. He rides October orange and red, yellow, brown, and green. The cold is close, and he knows it first when dancing with the trees. Fast when I rap it, I make it a back at a book it, 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 a fast when I rap it, I make it a book it, 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 a fast when I rap it, I'm making a book it, a sprinkler. But really though, taking a beat to the back of the room and a beating it up, it'd be better to better in a bottle of oil and boss at the brand of a snake. That was not nearly fast enough. Let's try it again. Can I get a metronome? Taking a beat to the back of the room and a beating it up, it'd be better to bet in a bottle of oil and brows at the band of a snake. Still not fast enough. Still not fast enough, y'all. Gotta go a little bit faster. We're never gonna get the grass in the yard to grow with the sprinkler running at that speed. Here we go. Can we do it again? Let's loosen up the lips. Okay, here we go. Taking a beat to the back of the room and a beating it up, and it'd be better to bet in a bottle of oil and brows at the brand of a snake. Now that wasn't pronunciated the best, but I think we can stick with it. I'll tell you what, I set out today to do one thing, McDuffin, and that's figure out who the culprits are for these goddamn Dirty Words tapes. We got street gangs popping up, we got buildings exploding, we got donut shops being shut down.
Carnage in the farmyards. Don't forget about the fucking pigs.
It's crazy out here. And if we don't do something about it, just like those naughty, dirty, nasty drugs, it's gonna take our streets over. We're losing the war against this Dirty Words tape, MacGuffin.
Is that right?
I gotta get home early though. Let's pull over these teenagers. I think I've seen them smoking a joint or doing something relatively completely harmless.
Anything to pull them over, I guess.
Pull them over, maybe put a couple fingers
Rouse
on
them.
I wrote this song about listening to too much Coast to Coast, watching too many Bigfoot videos and UFO videos, and just kind of rotting your brain on spooky stories and creepypastas on YouTube. Too much Coast to
those lines in it, what's that mean?
Where?
The lines in the... Oh, I guess that might be in those lines right there?
Those are the strings.
No, right there on the fucking top of the guitar.
This? This?
No, on top of the guitar.
This?
The guitar, not the neck.
Okay. Here's
That
the
right
guitar.
there, where your fingers are.
This?
No, up. Right there, right there,
This?
right there, right there. What's that?
That's a...
Shadow?
Oh, damn. Charman! Charman!
He's coming down to the bridge at night where it's lights and bright, long lights, and he jumps on top of the car at night, rips the top out of the car, and grabs you and takes you down to Charman world, the world of sin, the world of kill, the world of murder of will.
Charman! That was Charman, performed on 9/12/2020 by the Dirty Words Tape Boys. That's Dad and Geo at Dirty Words Tape. Dirty Words Tape.
Way down the road, we're on down the road, going to town, seeing the dog, going to town, gonna see Nicole, she's a bitch, but I like her so, I mean, she's down, and down, she's down, she loves a down, down to the town where she loves to get herself around in the town, to the town, get around
Hey, we're here tonight, and we're here to talk to the Dirty Words Tape crew. That's Dad and Geo. We're going to be talking about politics. We're going to be talking about Maniscod. We're going to be talking about all things crazy and odd here on the Late Night Show. All right, let's get this started off with a good conversation about how do you make lemon cakes? I think that people are wanting to ask some serious questions, so let's start it off with something a little calming, like a recipe for a lemon cake. No, you want to jump right into the politics? Okay, well, let's send her off then. Hello.
Well,
I like that music in the background.
kind of jamming, ain't it?
Yeah, so we were just talking about how, you know, like there, you can look at things like, you can look at world things like really like convoluted and complex issues, like, you know, like, should you feel bad for having food stamps, and like, should you, you know, like, should there be free health care, and should education be free, and like, they can make those conversations so complicated, right? Every one of those conversations could get like super complicated. Or you could just observe some very simple things that nobody's arguing with. So instead of not thinking about all these tiny little things and all these, like, the way that the economic blah 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 blah, all that shit, and just look, it's like they literally spend billions of dollars making these like football stadiums and stuff, or like going to the moon.
I'm just putting a rover over there is billions of dollars.
Billions of dollars. And so the argument that you hear a lot is, well, you know, it's not that simple. That's not the same thing. Like, we
Well,
need
but
to
it
be...
kind of is. It
It
sure
is
is
the
to me.
same thing.
It
It's
is
the same
to me.
thing to me. Could you elaborate on that? Yeah, no problem. What I mean is, there's no, what the argument will be that you'll hear is people will say, well, we need exploration, space exploration. We need to try to get off planet. You know, we need to, who knows what we could find out there? Who knows what we could, all these things, you know, like we're destroying the Earth, we need to get off planet, we need to start thinking about it now so that our kids' have a space program. And it's like, wait a minute though.
I mean,
Let's start with, who the fuck is making the money that you need to go to Mars? Who's making the money that you need to give everybody free healthcare? Well, obviously the banks and the government and the banks, like one giant robot monster that Godzilla fights. Contrived. But what does that really, what's really being said there? It's like, have you seen a starving person? Those people who say that? Or, like, do you know about the Indian reservations where people are just living generations in poverty and...
But they are Native Americans, don't forget that.
Well, I know, that's what I'm saying, is that we owe it to everybody to provide everybody with a sustainable life. And the idea that we can't do that without this, you know, like this super complex organizing of this fictional money that at this point now doesn't even exist in physical tender, you know? It's just like numbers on computers. And so the reason why you know, people are like, oh, you need to get a job and blah blah blah. Get a job, you're on fucking welfare.